Oh yeah! What's happened today, Marc?
Today we are going out for a ride with the 2024 Polaris 1000 XP or XP1000 Ultimate Edition from Polaris.
Oh yeah!
And this one's a little bit special because it was loaned to us from Polaris, and actually Polaris sent us a bunch of boxes with that one, and we installed a whole ton of accessories on it, including heating and a closed-up cab with a laminated glass front windshield like in your car, windshield and wipers, the top doors, and a window in the back. You can't see it, but it's there. And so this is a closed cab unit, and it's got heating. You can see the heating unit down there, and windshield wiper. All this stuff is here. So, and we installed also a 4,500 pound winch in the front with synthetic line.
Oh, yeah.
All top of the line accessories. I gotta say right up front, if you guys thinking of buying this thing and all these parts, the only things that can be really done by a weekend warrior that has a little bit of experience with mechanical stuff. Do the front windshield, do the back glass. The side doors, you need to put holes in the doors if you're and it's very hard to measure, and if you miss it, well, you scrap the door, so because there's an outside hinge because of the closed window. So and the heating has to be done by a professional. If you're not a professional mechanic, don't attempt to do this at home. You can make major mistakes and hurt the machine and your wallet, because you're gonna have to pay someone to fix it, and that's gonna be pretty costly. So without further ado, this is the Ultimate Edition, and what's included in this one, you can see all the details in our walk around video. But this has a Rockford Fosgate sound system that is loud AF. I mean really loud, and the sound is pretty good. Can't show it to you anyway because there's some the microphones don't pick up the quality of the sound, and at the same time, well, copyright stuff, so yeah, we can't. So this one has a ride command. And well, if you're in Quebec, I don't know outside of this province, but if you're in Quebec, all the federated trails are mentioned. You can see them here. This is the federated trail system, so all the trails are mapped. So this is awesome. I really love this stuff, and I really love the layout of the accessories and stuff. You can see everything you really need to see, like the heat, the power, the electrical tension, the fuel, everything's really easy to manage. You can also pair your phone on it, and the music, like you can pair your phone and have music and all this stuff. There's also a feature on ride command that you can add your friends if they have the app on their phone, so you can see where they're going and where they are, so you can't really lose any of your friends out there in the trails. First off, I gotta talk about the clutching. I don't know what Polaris has done to their clutches, but they are now awesome. They almost drive car-like. So yeah, it's all good. The way it kicks back down and all this stuff, it's very well tuned. I really enjoy it. Woohoo! So what everybody wants to know would be pretty much the engine. How's the engine? Well, this is the 2-cylinder parallel ProStar engine from Polaris that pumps out a nice and cool 114 horsepower. In these days of turbocharged monsters at 200 and over horsepower, this is not a very powerful machine. But for winter trails like this, this is pretty darn good. Another thing to mention is the incredible suspension. There's 20 inches of travel on this thing. This thing drives like a dream in the trails. Honestly, I like it. It's sharp, not overly, not too sporty, but dang, this thing really handles nicely. It's fun, it's planted, and I gotta say, the redesign this year, I love the look of this machine. The fit and finish has been worked on by Polaris. It's really nice. it's really nicely put together, which wasn't always the case at Polaris. You know, expensive machines that you know, the fit and finish is so-so. Right now on this, everything is very good. It's good to excellent in some cases. The accessories like the windshield wiper, I love it. Works perfectly. It's not noisy. But the machine does the job it's supposed to do. And I'm very happy with it. Also, this one has 30 by 10 by 14 tires and wheels, but the tires are from Pro Armor. And being a tire professional that I am, like I design tires, to be brutally honest, this is the first time I really like a Pro Armor. The trails we're riding in today is a little bit of soft snow, and with ice under, and wreaks havoc on cheap tires. And this one, it does really good, and the compound stays soft in it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about how it's handling. So we're pushing it a little bit just to find out. The tires do very well, and the suspension on this is Walker Evans. It's very similar a little bit to the QS3 from Fox. I think it's 18 or 22 clicks. We've dialed it down a bit, and now it's handling very nicely. You know, this is very bumpy stuff. Lots of little muggles and bumps and whoops and all this stuff. So this is all over the place, and it's doing extremely well. See that vibration? Look, my voice is not chattering as much. It's very good. I like this machine a lot. Inside the cab, like I was talking about, fit and finish is very good. The seats are wonderful in this thing. Not overly soft, and very good side bolstering support. And we're held down right now by 4-point harnesses that are native to the machine, installed at factory from Polaris. And I can't say enough good things about 4-point harnesses. I've been in crashes in my life, and in case of a rollover, especially by the sides, that gets extremely dangerous because your whole body can be flopped side to side, and it is very dangerous. So yeah, you got to be very careful. So with this, it's just an added security thing that just makes sure that you get home in one piece in case you run into a little bit of an accident. We always want you to come back home in one piece. One thing though I gotta say, the closed cab is really fun. It's nice because, you know, soon I'm gonna be removing my gloves. It's getting hot in here, and you can, you know, practically drive it with a sweatshirt, you know. But at the same time, Polaris ProStar engine always were on the noisy side. It's the way the thing is designed. It's, you know, it's 114 horsepower out of a little 1000 cc class engine. You know, don't ask it too much. Normally aspirated, so it's gonna make some noise. You know, it's probably noisier than a turbo unit, and you know, that's life. But with the cab closed, hot dang. And Jason, is this loud?
It is loud. I don't understand you, Mark, because we have too many noise.
Yeah, so that's the real negative of having that cab on. Is like it's noisy AF in here. But except from that, this thing is hella cool. You know, now it's been broken in. I got it in at like 0 kilometers, so it's brand spanking new. Now it's got about 100 clicks on it, so the belt is broken in. I can push it a little bit more, and you know, it drives very good. It's got enough power to have fun with. Do you really need 200 horsepower. Yeah, it's fun to have. I've driven them all. You know, it's extremely cool to have some crap ton of horsepower to be able to do, you know, to move and have fun. But at 114 with this thing, I'm actually, that there's too much trail for me to go past what the engine can give me, you know. I can't really go that fast, and straightaways I can go, but if I reach when I get in the curves, I don't have enough tire. Even if they are very good, I don't have enough tire to get safely in that curve. And at the same time, you get in there too fast, somebody's coming in the opposite way, you might run into an accident, and you don't want that, you know. The thing is we're having fun, and if you crash, well, the fun stops there. Well, yeah, you know, I got way more power than I need in this thing. I really do like this machine, honestly. Thing is, this thing is it's an expensive piece of kit, because this is the ultimate trim, and the ultimate trim is going to run you 32,000, or I think 32,700 bucks to have all these accoutrements. But there's an entry level one that's around 27. I'll put the price, the exact pricing here. If you want the cab, it's a couple of thousand more. You know, with the windshield and all this stuff, I think it's 4 or 5 grand plus installation. But the quality of these accessories is very high. But like I said previously, installation is not for the faint of heart or inexperience. There's some things in there that need to be done by a pro. Otherwise it won't work, or it's going to cost you a bunch of money. Well, yeah, just apart from the deafening noise in the cab, you know, I can't classify this unit anymore in a super sport segment. Like here in Quebec, we got like 25,000-30,000 kilometers of federated trails. So, and they're all groomed like this. Like, it's always groomed trails. So when we got all this machine turns into a very, very nice sport touring rig. Yeah, sport touring. This is more where I classify this new version of the XP. Very sport, and this, you can ride this thing, drive this thing all day, and it's being enjoyable. Look, all these ruts in there, it just soaks them up so nice. So for 32,000 and some smithereens, you get an extremely competent sport touring rig. In this trim, with a couple of thousand more, you get one that can be driven in winter without freezing your buns off, or just put a half windshield or a glass, you know, a windshield up front, a plastic windshield, and a few accessories, and dress accordingly, and you'll save some bucks. The yays and nays of the 2024 RZR XP1000 Ultimate Edition. The two best traits is the handling, suspension and handling, and the engine. I love the engine, even if it's really, really noisy in this cab. This engine is probably one of the best that I've sampled in the non-turbo arena. I really love the grunt it has, the mid-range, and the throttle response is pristine. They've worked a lot on that, and it drives the feel of the pedal is so freaking good. It's very well done. Suspension, incredible. Comfort of the seats, the added security of a 4-point harness. just a very well-rounded machine. The fit and finish, I need to say kudos to Polaris. And I took this machine apart in pieces, the whole front end, to install a lot of accessories. Well built, well put together, and intelligently built enough so that if you really have to get into it, you know, it's not a pain in the rear to put back together. It's a really nice. It's nicely built. It's not perfect. No machine is perfect. The day I see a perfect machine is the day I don't have a job anymore reviewing machines, because saying everything's perfect all the time is not very interesting. You get it? I'm surprised. I've driven many XP1000 over the years, especially the first gen. But this is a, I don't want to say game changer, it's too much. But it's a very well made evolution of this platform that looks great, handles great, has decent power. I'm all for it. So take a look at Polaris's website. Go look at the whole full specs. Specs are online, so I don't want to be a parrot and repeat. Please give us a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And we really read the numbers of the thumbs up and shares and all this stuff. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel or our Facebook page, which is the ATV Guys, and YouTube is Motor Guys. We also do motorcycles, snowmobiles, and all kinds of stuff. But I'm more of an off-road guy. Off-road is my domain. It's what I prefer. So yeah, I'm Mark. The guy with the cameras and stuff is Jason. Say hi, yes. Jason. Hi. And we're the ATV guys. And guess what? We're going riding.